Hello everyone, in today's episode of Dubai Realtors Expert Opinion, today we have with us Samy from Valco Properties. Let's have a conversation with him and understand the new trend of Dubai properties. Samy, how often do you take part in property shows and how it's help you to understand the market?
Well, Valco Properties as a brokerage agency tries to participate in as many real estate events as possible. And what you need to understand is the difference between the relevance of those real estate events when it comes to being a brokerage agency and a developer. Let's take the example of Cityscape, which is one of the biggest events happening here in Dubai.
Cityscape Global.
Exactly, which is one of the biggest events real estate-wise that happens here in Dubai every year. So when you're a developer, this is a great opportunity to introduce new products to the market, show what's happening in Dubai, the new innovations, and of course attract the attention of investors.
New projects, mega projects.
Exactly.
Yes.
Now, as brokers, we share the same interest in, for instance, catching the eye of the investors, but it's more of an opportunity for us to network and to meet other people from the industry and agents to agents meet each other, understand what's happening, understand what other brokerage agencies are going through, what other strategies are being put in place. So the purpose of such events is sometimes a little different in comparison of when you're a broker or a developer. But as Valco Properties, we try to participate and be present in most of these events throughout the entire year.
There are new mega projects announced by Dubai government and even by private developers. How you think that it's going to affect the investors' interest in Dubai?
Well, when it comes to all the mega projects that are currently being developed in Dubai and UAE government investing in its own infrastructure, I think that, honestly speaking, I've had the chance to live in many cities, in many countries, in Europe and in GCC, and I've never seen a city that invests as much in its infrastructure as Dubai. And us broker, this is really our unique selling point. When we speak to our investors, and as you might know, most of our investors are not from here, they don't live in the UAE, however, they still trust putting their money in this country. Why? Because they understand that when it comes to innovation, investing in its infrastructure, no other country in the world does it like UAE. And honestly, in terms of improvement and real estate stability, Dubai is one of the best options you can have.
Social media nowadays has a great influence in human life.
Okay.
How do you think people should take, what kind of information they should take, and from where they can take the latest updates about the Dubai property and the projects here?
Well, honestly speaking, having digital presence is no longer something optional for real estate companies. I think that is the new market trend. It's either you adapt to it or ultimately you're going to sink in this market. So as Valco Properties, we try our best to be present on all kinds of digital channels. First of all, we invest in our own website. We're present on all property portals such as Property Finder, Dubizzle, etc. And we also try to be present on every single social media platform, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, you name it. And I think that nowadays the main change is that probably a few years ago, a real estate consultant such as myself had to have outstanding sales skills. Now sales skills are not the only requirement to survive in this business. I think every single brokerage agency should have a marketing manager that is able to educate us agents on how to use those digital tools to the best. Otherwise, I think this is the only way nowadays to attract the customer's attention, to generate leads, and to be able to freely share information in this market.
Which media do you use to promote your product, your listed properties and the projects?
Well, first of all, you need to understand what kind of company we are because based on the size and the goal of each company, the kind of digital channels that they will use will be different. Valco Properties is more, you could consider it as a boutique agency. We always try to focus more on quality over quantity, whether we're talking about the products that we're promoting or the agents that we're putting on the field. But despite our size, we try to be present on most of the digital channels that are currently known. So you can see our products and explore our services through our website. You can also explore our YouTube channel. You can find us on most of social media platforms, as we mentioned previously, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and each one of us agents is also trying to promote itself through also the property portals, which I believe every single agency is using here in Dubai. The difference is that we always try to come up with new ideas to attract the attention of customers, and we try to come up with targeted material. We don't want anybody to see what we have online, but we want the concerned client to see what would be interesting for them.
We have a lot of options available in Dubai, a lot of mature community, a lot of new opportunities, new communities coming up.
Yes.
How will you decide which property to buy?
Sure. So first of all, as a buyer yourself, you're going to sit with an agent like me, and I'm going to help you answer a few questions. Based on your answers, then we will know which community is best for you. First of all, you need to ask yourself, why am I buying this property? Am I buying it to be the end user? Am I buying it for investment? And if I'm buying it for investment, am I looking to rent it immediately? Am I looking to live in it, me and my family, for a couple of years, and later on sell this property? Based on the answers, we can see which community will be the best for you. So, as mentioned earlier, it really comes down to the needs and wants of the clients, and we believe that there is no community in Dubai that is better than the other, but each community suits the needs of different customers.
How will you compare affordable properties with luxury properties in Dubai? And how will you differentiate the areas?
Yes. So I think that one thing that everybody needs to understand is that the luxury property market has changed over the years in Dubai. A couple of years back, something like buying a villa in Palm Jumeirah, for instance, for investment purposes would make sense. Nowadays, if I have a client that is looking to buy a property for investment, for example, they want to rent this property or later on sell this property, then it would make more sense to look at smaller ticket units, studios, one bedrooms in newer development areas. From an investment point of view, I believe that this would be more suitable for them. However, let's not forget that when it comes to luxury properties, especially for end usage, if you're buying something for you and your family, I don't think that there is any city in Dubai that has a portfolio of product as wide when it comes to luxury properties as anywhere else in the world. And trust me, as a broker, we've had the chance to explore all the areas in Dubai, yes. Whether you're talking about beachfront properties or penthouses, the options when it comes to luxury estates is just limitless in this country.
You being specialized in Palm, kindly help us understand what is Palm Jumeirah, what kind of properties we have, whether we have studios, one bedrooms, penthouses, townhouses, what kind of properties do we have in Palm Jumeirah?
When it comes to this particular project, there's nothing similar or nothing you can ever find in the entire world that will look the same as Palm Jumeirah. It's the biggest artificial island that was ever built. You can even find documentaries online that explain how they managed to build something so majestic, so huge. And when it comes to the real estate market, you have all kinds of properties in Palm Jumeirah. If you're looking for luxury properties, I think you have some of the best villas that you can find in the world when you speak about the signature villas on the Palm, the garden homes on the fronts, and you have multiple projects that are currently being built on the crescent and on the different fronts. You have upgraded villas, you have different kind of floor plans, and of course that's only for the houses and the villas, and you have multiple buildings when it comes to apartments. Maybe not the best place to find a studio, I will be honest with you, but if you're looking for a one bedroom, a two bed, a three bed, a penthouse, and whether you're looking for a sea view or something that just puts you in a private community in Palm Jumeirah, there is all kinds of properties with different kind of developers and different type of qualities.
From every front we have a different view, and from every section of the crescent we have a different view. How will you differentiate? Which one will you prefer? The one which is looking Burj Al Arab or the one which is looking Marina? how it's.
Well, personally, I really like the properties that have a view on the Atlantis Hotel. Now, ultimately, it comes down to the customer.
Personal choice.
Exactly, personal choice. Some people would prefer to live on the Crescent so they can have a full sea view with nothing blocking their view but just ocean. Some other people would like to have the sea view with a marina view also, seeing the towers.
Because the marina view has a
Exactly.
very beautiful skyline.
Exactly.
And when in the night, it's so amazing.
Exactly, exactly. And for example, for people working in Dubai, they might want to have a look at the Golden Mile, the shoreline towers, because these ones are directly next to Sheikh Zayed Road. It's easier for them to access.
Commute.
For the ones that are looking to buy a holiday home, they can look at the Crescent, which has beautiful development properties that we can show them, and I'm sure that they will be astonished by the quality of the product and the view. In terms of luxury and real estate, I would say art, there is nothing else like Palm Jumeirah in the world.
Samy, when people are buying property, they are really confused. They did research a lot on internet, but still they want to explore different areas. But you know, every area has a specialist. And when they don't buy a property, say suppose in Marina, and they want to come to see Palm Jumeirah, so either the agent worked on Marina, like who has shown the property in Marina, his time is wasted, his efforts are wasted. And it may happen with you in the Palm as well. So what is your opinion, or how will you want to convey the message to the viewers to respect the time of yours or the money that you are spending to come and show the property?
Nowadays, the customers have access to information much more than a few years back. Just with a few clicks right now, they can manage to educate themselves about different areas, the pricing in those areas, the advantages and the amenities that they can find in each community. So it's always more comfortable for a real estate consultant to be dealing with a client that did his homework, as we like to say. But ultimately, we're here to guide them. It's not a problem if they're still confused on where to buy, where to rent. We can always help them find the right way. We just hope that we're not dealing with window shoppers. Sometimes it does happen. It's part of our business. And most importantly, the message that we would like to send to the clients is that if you're confused about where to buy and what to buy, that's not a problem. It's our job to guide you towards the right decision, but we just ask you to show up for the viewing. Because many times actually we book a unit for viewing, and let's imagine that you are a landlord. So you took a day off from work to be in your apartment, to be in your house, because an agent like myself told you that someone will come today to see your house, and at the end of the day they don't show up. That can always be a little bit, let's say, it is a situation for everyone. So as long as there is that relationship of mutual respect between all parties, we will make sure that everybody is satisfied and everybody will make the right decision in terms of their real estate investments.
Thank you, Samy. Thank you for joining us and sharing your experience. Palm Jumeirah properties have always been in demand and always given a good ROI and capital appreciation, as well as we have learned few new options, new trend, the reasons why you have to invest in Dubai and what are the benefits of investing in Dubai. So I'm sure our viewers are going to benefit from this. If you have any questions related to this episode, kindly comment in our comment section, and do share with your friends and relatives who are interested buying property in Dubai. And don't forget to get daily updates on our YouTube channel, on our Facebook page, and our website www.dubaitop10deals.com. Have a nice day.